All right, peace, peace, peace. What up? Hopefully, the Most High in your house shall bless your day. By His mercies, you are consumed. We're alive in the Most High in your house shall's body, and two, we're naturally alive. Man, I just want to get into this, man, because this is really so vital and key, man. Because yeah, man, because this is very, 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 this is very, very, very deep, man. I was just thinking about this, man. It's so important, man, to see to read read this word, man, through the Most High in your house child's perspective, man. Like, the volume of book, man, because it'll really like just like be mind blown, man. And it's for the I was talking about this with another brother in Discord, that man, for the faith to be increases, man. It's for you to believe on Him as the scriptures say and live it too, like, and to apply it. But because I was looking at Bell and Dragon the other day, yesterday, man, because I forgot. I was reading something in Proverbs, man, but I was looking at it wrong, man, because it was like the Proverbs 16 when it says ungodly man diggeth up evil, and I was kind of thinking of how, like, the Bell and the Dragon, how they kind of digged up, like, or what they were doing, like, during the nighttime to feed the idol Bell, and also too how the Pharisees, tried to dig up or like go to Yahushua's sepulcher, man. Just because he said he would resurrect, and they just right after they killed him, they still, like, they didn't even let him rest, like, rest in peace. They just still try to stop that. They still try to cause confusion in his life, man. But anyway, I was kind of looking at that wrong, man. But I was just thinking about this, man. But the reading Bell and the Dragon, man, it's just really like, it's just like, man, the scripture's so beautiful, man. And, like, it's the same recurring theme happening, man. Like, it's like a great TV show, a great movie, man. Like, or a great movie series or great TV series, man. Like, it's the same thing happening over and over again. Like, it's like, same people, just different thing, man. So let's grab this Bell and the Dragon too, man, because I was mind blown by this yesterday, man. Because you gotta read this through, like, Most High House's perspective, man. Because, like, so let's look at this. Let's get Bell and the Dragon, chapter 1, verse 28. It says, and they of and they of Babylon heard that that they took great indignation, saying, the king hath is become a Jew, and he hath destroyed Bel, and he hath slain the dragon, and put the priest to death. So let's think about this real quick. Now, naturally, on the tip of what this is actually talking about, like, kind of like Esther and Judith, like, when Ammonite and Judith, like, I forgot his name, came circumcised, like, and Esther, they said they became of Jews. Pretty much they're saying not physically, of course. They just can't, they just followed the ways of the Most High in your house. They followed the ways, the laws, statutes, commandments, or the ways of the Lord, man. They just started keeping the customs, keeping our ways of lifestyle, the faith and the commandments, things of nature. So on that tip, man. But let's look at this, man. It says, listen, the king has become a Jew, and he slain the dragon and put the priest to death. So let's look at this through like Yahushua said, John 6:63, man. My words are spirit. So let's look at this, man, through that, man. Let's look at this, like, through the Most High House's lens, man. Let's go to Revelation 12, man, because the dragon is going to get slain again, man. So see how the Most High House comes in the bottom of the book. Let's go to Revelation 12 again, man. And we're gonna see how the dragon's gonna get slain again, for the king that is a Jew. We're gonna see it. Let's get Revelation chapter 12. Because he comes in the volume book, man. It's all written to him. Revelation chapter 12 and verse 7. It says, and there was a war in heaven, and Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought against his angels, and they prevailed not. And there was no place found, and their place found any more in heaven. And that great dragon was cast out, that the old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceiveth the whole world. He was cast out of earth, and his angels were cast out with him. Yeah, so that's why I said, listen, they said, why thou comest before judges us during the time? Because they did saying the angels, they and his and his angels, man, they know where they're going, man. That's why Satan's the worst type of person, man. Misery loves company type of person, man. He's like, listen, he's a Nino Brown type. Listen, it's bigger than Nino Brown. I know I'm going down, but I'm taking y'all with me. That's why I'm like, I'm gonna entice you with your own lust, because it's like, listen, people blame Satan, but really he gets you what you want to do. Honestly, he's like the son of Belial. He's Scar. He's worthless. He's a smoky type. Like, he'll tempt you with something and like, at your lowest, at your weakest, then say, wait, I didn't tell you to do it. I didn't tell you to do that. You did that, man. That's why DMX actually got shirt on. He did with the Damien series and things like that nature, those albums. He did perfectly, man, because that's how Satan actually comes at people, man. Like, honestly, like, how people portray Satan how to come at people. That's really not how he comes at people. Like in movies and things like that nature, a lot of times that's not really how he comes at people, but that's really how he comes at people, man. So, but his judgment's already written. So, it says, and the devil was cast out, that old serpent called the devil, and Satan, which deceived the whole world. He was cast out earth, and his angels were cast out with him. Exactly. So, yeah, man. But you see, let's go back to Bell and the Dragon real quick. So it says, and it says, and they at Babylon, and when they at Babylon heard that the great indignation, they conspired against the king, and saying, the king has become a Jew, and hath destroyed Bel, and has slain the dragon, and put the priest to death. So yeah, exactly. So yeah. So exactly, man. So see, this dragon is getting is going to get slain again, man. So just like Rare Bell and Dragon, just like you looking at and here in Revelation, man. So it's the same. It's the same like the show The Wire, man. It's the same recurrent theme going on all over again. It's the same people or any movie or great movie, all time great movie, great TV show, man. It's like the words the same way, even better, man. It's the same. It's the same thing, man. It's like it comes in volume book. It's the same thing, reoccurring theme, man, going on. So yeah, man. So let's get this, because notice how I said Michael too, and it's crazy because this is in Bell and Dragon, and Daniel's in Babylon. Because isn't Michael? Let's go to Daniel 12. Let's go to Daniel 12 real quick, man, because it said Michael in Revelation, because he is like he that is like Yahweh, man. That's what Michael means, man. So he that is like God, like So. Yep, exactly. And at that time, Daniel chapter 12, verse 1. And at that time, Michael stand up, the great prince that which standeth for the children of thy people, and there shall be a time of trouble, as there was never such since there was a nation that was there was a nation, even to the same in time, and that time thy people shall be delivered, everyone that is written and found in the book. So yeah, it's talking about the height of Jacob's trouble, pretty much. Like like Akawar said, man, ever since we left the Most High house out departed, we've been in trouble. This is actually talking about Jacob's trouble. What I wanted to bring out, because it said Michael, man, and and Daniel, and this Bell and the Dragons during the time of Daniel, and and Babylon, and this is Daniel in the book of Daniel. Michael's here in 12, ironically, and we just read Revelation 12 with Michael as well. So that's just is what it is too. I just wanted to bring it out, the fact that Michael being mentioned, man, and also too with against this dragon again, man. How the dragon's gonna get slain again, man. But but yeah, it's actually tying into that Revelation 12, because hey, so. Cause yeah, man, cause this is all about the deliverance at Daniel 12, and and that Revelation 12 is about deliverance as well, and it says Satan, the dragon, the serpent getting his judgment. So let's read this again, man. Let's look at this again. It says, and the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil, and Satan, which deceived the whole world. He was cast out into earth, and his angels was cast out with him. So see, just like Bel and the dragon, the king that is going to destroy the dragon again, man. So but let's focus on, it says the king that is become a Jew. So listen, so let's go to focus on the king that has become a Jew, man. So honestly, man. So let's grab this real quick, man. Let's go John 4. Let's go John 4 real quick, man. Because that's what it is, man. That just lines up with that. This lines up with that, which what we just read in Daniel. And also, too, man, the king that's a Jew that's going to slay the dragon, man, that serpent again. Because and like to shout out to the brother Mike Malice, and that dragon, well, it was idol too, but there was actual real dragon as well, man. Because like Cyrek said, listen, only a few works that we seen of his, man. There's the thing too, when a lot of times these archaeologists, they say they discovered all this stuff, like all these unknown rivers or all these unknown creatures, things of nature. That's for man purposes, man. Like Cyrek said, man, there's a bunch of the Most High house works that we don't even see, that undiscovered, like animals and or lands, or rivers or mountains or whatever creation, man, that we haven't seen, man. So that's just is what it is. That's a little. I ain't gonna try to go too deep, man, because that's just matters too high for me. But let's get John chapter 4 and verse 22, man. It says John chapter 4 and verse 22. It says, ye worship, ye know not what. We know what we worship, for salvation is of the Jews. Exactly, man. So like the king that is a Jew, he's going to destroy that dragon. Again, it says ye worship, I'm sorry, John chapter 4 verse 22. It says, ye worship, ye know not what we know, what we worship, for salvation is of the Jews. Exactly. So yeah, exactly. Worship him in spirit and in truth, like it says. But let's go to John 5 and 22 real quick. See, same verse, different chapter though. It says, before I even say that real quick, because the king that is the Jews going to destroy the dragon again, that serpent again. But also too, let me point this out too, because both tribes, Daniel and Yahushua was from was Judah, man. So the king is from a Jew and Jew is Judah. So like just like Daniel, just why man comes in the volume of the book. Daniel slain the dragon, Yahushua is gonna slay the dragon, that serpent, man. It's the same thing, man. Like So and what does Daniel mean? What Yahweh is my judge? Like, well, let's go John 5:22 for the alley-oop, man, because isn't judgment given to the Son? Like let's get John chapter 5 verse 22. It says, for the Father judges no man, but he hath committed all the judgment unto the Son. Exactly. So it doesn't even Dan means Yahweh is my judge, or Yahweh judges, the actual Dan, like the patriarch or Samson tribe Samson come from. It means that. But also too Daniel means like kind of a more extensive of Dan. Yahweh is my judge, man. It isn't like all judgment given to the Son, so he's going to judge that the dragon and serpent again, like because they're from the same tribe. So let's look at this again, John chapter 5 verse 22, because they said the king that is a Jew, and like we just read salvation of the Jews in John. Like let's and we know Yahushua and Daniel and Yahushua was a Jew. Because Jew, of course, is just short for Judah. It says, for the Father judges no man, and he hath committed all judgment unto the Son. So, yeah, man, let's grab that, let's grab this Hebrews 7:14. Then we're going to go back to Acts real quick, man, because I want to look at something again, man, because we mentioned in the last video, man. Of course, man, it's all the same thing, man. It's just like, it's mind-blowing, man. Think about this, man. Like, wow. Hebrews chapter 7, verse 14, it says, for it is evident that our Lord sprang out of Judah, and which tribe Moses spake nothing concerning the priesthood. So, yeah, we know Yahushua came out of Judah, and the king that is a Jew, the king that has become a Jew, it destroyed, the serpents, destroyed the dragon. Like, the king that is a Jew, that would destroy, the serpent again, man. So it's all the same thing. But let's get this to it. Let's get this to let's grab this too real quick, man, because yeah. Let's grab this too. Where's that when the burst asunder? Okay, yeah, let's grab this too. Let's look at this. And also too, man, this goes to show you, these even you forget Sherlock Holmes and Batman, things of that nature, man. It just goes to show you, in the word, nothing's new under the sun, man. Because kind of Daniel had detective skills with this, man. When he saw the footprints and things of that nature, of course, it's common sense, but that's the wisdom Daniel had, man. Read that in Susanna, in Daniel 1, that's how Daniel wise, and Daniel was just wise in a lot of things, and his friends were wise in just a lot of things. And of course, the word, but also secular things, man. That's why, being good at secular things, man, will open up a lot of doors for you, man, like in high places. That's what that Proverbs 22 and 29 is about. Like, you don't be among average men or mean men. Like, you know, that's why actually that Michael Jackson play last Sunday was very that's what kind of even more confirms, like, you know, stuff that some things that were told to me and I have to say to other people about other advice I got, man, for especially as Jake, for young brothers and sisters as well, but young brothers to be well versed in different things, man, because it's going to open up a lot of doors for you, man. Because like just coming from that Michael Jackson play, just inside Mike, man, he was in tune with, like, you know, a lot of things. He was you know, he had his he had like a lot of things, like, you know, he was just like was privy to a lot of things, man. He was just like versed in a lot of things, because on his Dangerous tour, man, the entrance, like, if y'all ever seen it, man, he said, listen, that was inspired by anime, so that was like the early 90s, man, like, you know, so think how big anime is now, but, you know, he had that foresight to, like, you know, see how big anime would become, man. He saw that as an influence, man, like, of course, y'all later know, actually, damn near 30 years ago with the Scream video, he had the anime on there, man. Think about how big anime is now. So that's what I mean by this being well versed in different things, like a Daniel is. Let's use Michael Jackson as an example, but, you know, that's just is what it is, man. But yeah, man, Daniel did like Sherlock Holmes type of stuff, detective work, like Matlock, Perry Mason, like, you know, Batman type of stuff, man, with this, man. I remember talking about this with one of my brothers, man. He said, listen, man, that's like, you know, and even in Susanna, he was kind of doing detective work, man. That's why, I mean, that's why it's nothing new under sun, man, because, like, you know, a lot of times too, like, you know, with that, like, you know, how he had with the Wicked Elders, he had them split up, man, and they do that, like, you know, in what's the shows like 40 first 48, and, like, you know, in interrogations, yeah, they do that interrogations now. Even when you're younger, you're in trouble, like, you know, your parents and stuff like that, your grandma, your uncles, your aunts, like, you know, they would split y'all up and, like, you know, have one tell the story, you know, and see if it was matching the other. That's how I could tell if they were lying, man. And Daniel did that in Susanna, so that's just goes to show you the wisdom of Daniel, man. But not to digress, because I did digress. I'm sorry, y'all. And trying to get better talking slower and being more on point, but it is what it is. Oh wow, the verse I was looking at was the verse above the whole time. But let's look at this. Let's look at this in Acts real quick, man, because we're gonna get into this. You know. Acts going, because we just read this again. Man, while I was looking at this yesterday, I was like, wow, man, this is mind blowing, man. Acts chapter 1, verse 18 says, now this man purchased a field with the war of iniquity, and falling headlong, and he burst asunder in the midst, and all his bowels gushed out. Let's get Daniel chapter 1, Bell and Dragon chapter 1, verse 27. It says, and then Daniel took a pitch and fat and hair, and he did seeth them together, and made lumps thereof, and he put in the dragon's mouth, so the dragon burst in sunder. And then Daniel said, lo, these are the gods ye worship. So why am I bringing this up, man? Because it was a dragon, man. Like, a dragon is akin to a serpent, and then, you know, Judas, like, no, was a snake. Let's get to Genesis 49 real quick, man, because that's why there's theories about Judas being possible. It makes a lot of sense, but I'm not sure how true that is. Judas being from the tribe of Dan, and, like, you know, but let's get this Genesis 49 real quick, man, because, you know, spiritually, man, what, like, you know, that can be, like, akin to Judas, because then, like, you know, it just said Judas was, like, you know, after he hung himself, his, like, you know, his body burst asunder, and all his bowels gushed out, just like, you know, we just read in Bell and the Dragon. Like, let's look at this again. Then Daniel, Bell and Dragon 1:27. Then Daniel took a pitch of fat and hair, and did seethe them together, and made lumps thereof, and this he put in the dragon's mouth. So he hath the burst in sunder. And Daniel said, lo, these are the gods he worship. So yeah, you know, and Since it's going to these are the gods you worship. What the house I say? You can't worship the Most High Yahshua. I can't worship him and the Most High and Mammon. Like, and shoot, that's what kind of happened to Judas. Like, he did, and that was, and the money was a god he worshipped. So, like, his covenants, like, that's that Mark 4 kicked in. So, and he burst asunder. So same thing. It's the same deal, man. It's the same thing. Let's go to Genesis 49 real quick. Yeah, let's grab Genesis 49 and 17. It says, and Dan shall be a serpent by the way, and adder in the path that biteth the horse, and his heels and his horse heels, and so his rider, and so that his rider shall fall backward. So yeah, and also too is John, and this is for John 18 or 19 when Yahweh spoke when they came to get him, when Judas lined them up and they fell backward. This was a fulfillment of that as well. But yeah, Dan being that serpent again, man. So it all, and Dan means to judge, and or to judge, and like Daniel means Yahweh is my judge, and it's all lined up in the same type of way, man. So yeah, man. So that's just is what it is, man. So hopefully this is edifying, man. That old dragon, man. Volume, like that's how the Most High house comes in the volume of the book, man. So like that's what the importance of reading it in their perspective, man. Like the importance of the gospel, the testimony, the new covenant, man. Because so the faith can be increased and we live by it, and also gives us more understanding, man. So so hopefully this is edifying. So peace.